So I'm a firm believer that having a clean workspace, a clean setup, and a clean office in turn gives you a clean mental and clean mindset to be able to be productive and efficient in your work from home setup. So today I'm going to hopefully inspire you guys and show you guys how you can set up your home office space or your home desk setup to be a little bit more productive and honestly just look a lot better as well. So I'm going to go over the whole desk and show you everything I love about it. And hopefully you guys will take some inspiration from this as well into your own setups. So the desk itself is a Desky hardwood L-shaped sit-stand desk. I have it here in the white oak finish, which is absolutely beautiful. This one I think is the largest option. Enough workspace for both my editing and my entertainment and gaming stations. So I absolutely love it. It's plenty of space. It's 72 inches by 30 inches on the main end. And then with this side extension for the L is another 70 inches outward. It's big enough to have two different setups for my workflow. And honestly, it has helped me immensely versus my old setup where I was stuck on a 60-inch by like 25-inch desk and it just was not working. So I've had this desk for about 2 weeks now and it's been a breeze for my productivity and workflow. Now, obviously in the name, it is a sit-stand desk, which I don't think I can ever go back to a static desk. It has a height range of 23.6 inches to 49.2 inches. Along with this powerful dual motor design, it actually provides a weight capacity of up to 308 pounds. The cool thing about this desk is that Desky actually has their own app. So if you go into your app store and you get the Desky app, you can adjust all of the RGB settings in the app. You can use voice controls with Siri to raise and lower the desk, which I'll show you later. The app also includes a sedentary alarm as well as 4 memory presets for you able to use from your app or the controller itself. And honestly, I think the voice controls are one of my favorite parts because if I'm in the kitchen cooking something up, I'm going to bring it back to my desk. I want to eat it standing. I just go, hey, Desky up, and it'll raise the desk for me while I'm still preparing food and I don't have to come over here and hit any controllers or anything like that. Or I can do it manually from my phone in the app as well. So I think that is super cool, and I haven't seen that from any other desk I've used so far.
Now, of course, you can control the whole thing from the Bluetooth controller here, down, up, all that. You can also do that from the phone here, as you saw. You go down, you can go up, which I think is pretty cool. But I think the coolest part is that you can use voice control with Siri. So watch this. Hey Siri, Desky, sit.
That's done.
Took 2 seconds to go through Siri, and I could be in the other room, I could be in the kitchen cooking and just tell my desk to sit if I want to. Same thing as going up. Hey Siri, Desky, stand.
Done.
It's that quick. Now, another cool thing you can do is you can actually set a sedentary alarm. So say you want to stand up, walk around every 60 minutes, every hour, every 2 hours. You can set a go on here, and when it reaches that time limit you set, the desk will actually make a noise and vibrate a tiny bit just to give you that little alarm and that burst to let you know, hey, you got to stand up. Now, the desk itself is very sturdy. It's very robust. Now, it's not going anywhere. For the size of this desk, it is very sturdy. It is not going to shake like those cheap standing desks from Amazon. I think another cool thing is that if it hits anything on the way up, stops and goes back down just so it doesn't damage anything, which I think is really cool. Fully standing as well, it is still pretty damn sturdy. She's not going to go anywhere. You could do all your editing, do all your gaming, even standing, and it's not going to shake the whole time you're gaming or editing or whatever. It is sturdy, both sitting and standing, which I love.
So the cool thing about Desky is all the wood for the tabletops are sustainably sourced and free of any harmful chemicals. I went with the L-shape, white oak, matte black legs, but there's actually 180 different combinations you guys can use with these wood tops. Many different colors, options, wood types for you guys to use for your workspace or setup. It lets you personalize it to your liking. Now, I think my favorite part about this desk and what Desky has done is built their own integrated cable and data channel for the desk itself. And I think it is the best cable management setup and cable data channel I have ever used. I've built a lot of setups for a lot of different people and celebrities in the past 4 to 5 years. For example, I did Sugar Sean O'Malley, I've done Saweetie, I've done Schoolboy Q, Lonzo Ball, I've done a lot of cool setups. And all these setups, I've used different desks for almost every single one. Biggest pain point with all these desk setups that I've done is the cable managing. It's the hardest part. You're trying to hide all these cables under this desk and you got to power them all through enough cables and not have them hanging everywhere. It is so easy to be able to put your own power strips or Desky's integrated power strips into these channels and use it in under the desk and change it however you need to. And I'll show you guys how I have it set up and how this setup is so clean with it.
Desky itself have their own cable management system as well as this power channel that you can clip right into their data channel. And right now I have both my monitors as well as the desk plugged right into this power channel as well as this power cord for my phone charger. And you can also flop this down, and that is how I was able to put another power strip up here for the rest of the stuff up on the desk. So all you gotta do is undo this clip here and it drops down just like that. Then you do it on the other side. And then this data channel itself lowers so you can plug any new appliances, put a new power strip up here and just route all your cables. So it's really nice. This is their power plug that you can plug and snap in right into their tray. And then that just routes through the back of the data channel. But this channel allows you to fit cables through the top and the back so they're not hanging down below, which is amazing. At the end of each, it has these cable holes that you can send to the back or under the desk itself. This is the whole power supply for the desk. And I basically just ran these cables through here, down all the way to the end and then back to the power cable here. As it's hanging down right now, obviously it takes up a lot of space, but this allows you to fully put power strips up here and power everything that you need to just in this data channel. And then you just flip it and clip it back in. So this gives you plenty of space, obviously, to work with that power channel, and then also just run all of your cables from the desk up into this. Power everything with a power strip and their power data channel. And then I just ran all of the cables down this cable spine. And when you're done, all you do is just swing this back up, clamp it into there, and then you do on the other side, clamp it back up into here, just like that. But yeah, I've yet to see a cable channel or a cable tray as good as this one. And I just like that you can drop it down and put everything you need to on it and then just clip it back up. It also just fits perfectly with their integrated power channel here, and it's been amazing. And then obviously how I have it routed through here, everything comes down through this cable spine I have and straight to the wall outlet. But the cool thing about this cable spine is that it conforms to the desk in sitting and standing. So when it comes back down, it folds and blends real nice. And overall, it just looks amazing.
Now, moving away from the desk itself, I want to show you guys how I have my workstations separated. As you can see over here, I have my MacBook connected to a separate monitor as well. So this is where I edit, this is where I color grade, this is where I do most of my production work, filming work, and actually where I'm filming right now. This is all my content production and editing, and I love that it's separate from the rest. But instead, when I'm trying to have some fun, play, game, get some entertainment and watch some streams, I'll go over here to my gaming setup. Now, I think it's very important that I have these two separated. I don't want to be sitting in the same exact position. This is my 2021 M1 Max, and I have it connected to a 4K 32-inch monitor from BenQ. It looks great. The colors aren't too accurate, but I'm not worried about that really. I'll be doing all the color grading on my Mac. Hopefully I'll be upgrading to the studio display soon, but that'll be in the future. Now I do have this Quintus light bar. I do a lot of editing and most of it will be at night. It lights up the desk, makes it look better, and just gets the strain off my eyes a little bit so I'm not destroying my eyes for all these editing sessions. Now I usually use the MX Master 3S for editing, but I'm kind of just scrolling or doing quick feedback and edits. I'll probably just have either trackpad or this magic one, but I do swap them quite a lot. So the next thing I have over here on this editing station will be this Kingston Creator Hub. So this is basically, I have this connected right into my MacBook. The MacBook is obviously a lot faster with its Thunderbolt and USB-C for data transfer, so I have that directly connected straight to my MacBook. I use that to transfer any footage I have from my SD cards or attach any external hard drives into that as well. So surprisingly, I can actually fit both my Samsung and my SanDisk portable SSDs in these little slots here, I think is pretty cool. So the reason I edit on a MacBook instead of like a Mac Studio or a Windows PC, just swapped over to the Mac just because A, it's faster, even though my PC specs are still pretty good. The M1 Max is still a lot faster in editing and rendering, so I just swapped over that. It makes it easier. And it's also like, if I'm traveling, yes, I have portable SSDs, but it's just nice to have the same exact setup and laptop that I do from home to edit somewhere else if I'm out traveling. That is why I'm using the laptop. It's powerful, it's small, it's sleek, and it's easier. Another cool part about this editing station here is filming on it here. So I have this little Elgato mount that I have my camera, my monitor, my mic, and it's all just compact and small in this corner of my desk. It makes filming any vertical or horizontal video at my setup super easy. Having that separate from my gaming and just entertainment side just helps clear the mental and make it a lot easier on my workflow. And then behind me on the opposite side of the desk obviously is the gaming and the entertainment side. So this side of the workspace is obviously for gaming or streaming. Now I've got 2 monitors, one's vertical, one's horizontal. They're both 1440p, 144 hertz monitors. Now this will be for if I'm streaming, I'll have the chat and OBS on the left side, or if I'm doing any other moderation stuff for my main job. I got my mic and my audio interface. Now I'm not huge in having huge audio interfaces. I don't need the fanciest stuff. I just want it to look good on the desk and not take up too much space. So I just got the Evo 4 for both audio input and output, and it's been working flawlessly. I'll have that linked in the description as well. And then I just have the Beacon Mix Create. That'll actually separate all the audio channels for me. So if I want to put music, the game, the browser, the system, put them on separate tracks so I can adjust the volume of everything separately instead of adjusting the volume of the computer as a whole, which I think is pretty helpful. It's definitely helpful for streaming so I can control the music for myself or the audience, and honestly, couldn't recommend it enough. It's been working great. Now my audio setup connected to that Evo 4. I just have an old AT2020. It's worked me wonders. I haven't needed to upgrade it. It's done the job great. And I've got it on the Elgato low profile mic arm. It's sleek, it's low. It looks much, much better than all these janky and in the way mic arms that I've seen everywhere. I hate them. So big props to Elgato for what they've done over there, because that mic arm I have used in all of the setups I've done. And honestly, that's about it for on the desk itself. I've got like the keyboard you can see here is the Mojo 68 that I have in this kind of off-white design. It looks cool, so I got that. I got it on this high ground mouse pad, Razer Viper Signature Edition that I've unboxed a while ago, and it's still working strong, and honestly, it's still my favorite mouse I've ever used, and it looks amazing, so couldn't recommend that enough. Honestly, moving onto, I think one of the most important parts of your setup is the personality. You got to have your own personal touches to it. Like if you look around this desk setup, it is riddled with McLaren F1 and just F1 knickknacks everywhere. I got the McLaren Bear, I got the Lando Norris Halo Edition mini helmet, McLaren posters, I got Lewis Hamilton poster, got a Danny Ricciardo mini McLaren car. If you can't tell, I love F1 and I live and breathe racing in F1. I've always enjoyed cars. I've always enjoyed motor racing, motorsports. Just make sure you're adding your own personal touches to your setup, or else it's just not going to feel like your setup. Add some colors in there, and honestly, just have fun with it. This is your work from home space, so you got to make it look good. You got to be excited to work from home every day. You got to be excited to work in this office every day, so make it your own. So overall, I'm very happy with this setup and what I've been able to do thanks to Desky. This blew my expectations out of the water for a quality desk, sit-stand desk. And it's just been massive for my productivity because I just can separate and be super efficient with my workflows. Coming from where it was before, where I was stuck on this 60-inch by like 25-inch desk, I was doing all my editing and gaming on this one single desk. I couldn't take it anymore, so I had to opt for this L desk, and it looks really good now, and I'm glad I don't have to be kind of stuck in this tiny, tiny desk with basically no personalization on it, because it's got a desk and monitors already filling the rest of it. So now I can add my own personal touches to this desk. I can stand, I can sit, I can throw a walking pad under here and get some steps in. But yeah, this has opened up my mind and helped me be a lot more productive, whether it's editing or gaming or moderation or any of that. Huge thank you to Desky, and I hope you guys can take a little bit of inspiration with this setup and to how you can better your setups and how you can be a little bit more productive and intentional with your personal work from home setups. I thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully you got enough from it. This will probably be my first video on the channel, so be sure to subscribe and like the video, push it out there, and I will hopefully be posting a lot more now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.